If you're over 60 and waking up with bloating, fatigue, or brain fog, this isn't just aging. It's a warning. Your gut might be inflamed. And the scary part? You could feel perfectly fine, while your gut silently breaks down your immunity, disrupts your memory, and weakens your body from the inside out. Most seniors are told to focus on vitamins, exercise, or medication. But almost no one talks about the root issue, gut inflammation. And here's the truth. Unless you start healing your gut, you'll keep chasing symptoms that never go away. But there's good news. You don't need expensive supplements or restrictive diets. There are real, powerful foods, anti-inflammatory superfoods that can help repair your gut, restore balance to your digestion, and even improve your mood and energy. One of them should be eaten before 8 a.m. And chances are no one's ever told you about it. So if you're ready to take back control of your gut, your health, and how you feel each day, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and join thousands of others who are healing naturally, one video at a time, because what you're about to discover next could change everything about how you age. The truth is, after 60, your gut doesn't work the way it used to. Even if you eat healthy, even if you stay active, even if you try your best to age gracefully, something deeper begins to shift inside your body. And it all starts in your gut. Science now calls the gut our second brain, not just because it controls digestion, but because it directly affects your immune system, mood, memory, energy, and even your ability to fight disease. But here's the problem. As you age, the protective lining of your gut begins to wear down. The good bacteria that once protected your body, they start to fade. And when that balance is lost, your gut becomes inflamed, quietly, consistently, and dangerously. This is why so many seniors struggle with unexplained fatigue, stubborn belly fat, constipation, joint pain, and even depression. Yet the doctors only treat the symptoms, not the source. And you know what makes it worse? Common foods we grew up eating, white bread, processed meats, sugary snacks, can fuel this fire of inflammation. So even when you think you're eating normally, your gut may still be under attack. But here's the hopeful part. Just as certain foods can harm your gut, others can heal it. Foods that reduce inflammation, foods that repair the damaged gut lining, foods that bring back the balance between good and bad bacteria. And most importantly, foods that actually work for people over 60. In this video, you'll discover exactly which anti-inflammatory foods to start adding back into your diet, especially one that you should eat before 8 a.m. to support your digestion, reduce bloating, and feel younger from the inside out. But don't skip ahead, because each food I reveal builds upon the last, and one tiny shift in your daily routine could be the key to restoring your gut and reigniting your energy. Let's start with one of the most powerful gut-healing foods nature has ever given us. It's warm, it's ancient, and it's already sitting in your kitchen. Bone broth, liquid gold for your gut. If there's one thing your gut lining craves after the age of 60, it's healing. Not pills, not powders, not trendy detoxes, but real nourishment, and that's where bone broth comes in. This ancient, slow-simmered remedy is often called liquid gold for a reason. It's packed with collagen, gelatin, and amino acids like glycine and glutamine, all of which are essential for rebuilding the damaged walls of your gut. When your intestinal lining becomes thin or leaky, something that happens naturally with age, toxins, and undigested particles can slip into your bloodstream. This triggers an immune response that leads to full-body inflammation. It's called leaky gut syndrome, and while it's rarely diagnosed directly, its symptoms are all too familiar: brain fog, skin problems, joint stiffness, and fatigue. But bone broth helps patch those microscopic holes. It soothes inflammation, replenishes the gut lining, and supports the production of protective mucus in your intestines. The best part? It's simple. Just one warm cup in the morning before breakfast can jumpstart the healing process. And unlike many supplements, your body actually recognizes and uses the nutrients in bone broth because they're in their natural form. But don't stop there, because healing isn't just about repairing. It's about rebuilding balance in your microbiome, the trillions of bacteria that live in your gut and control almost everything. And for that, we need something alive. Kefir and probiotic foods reinforcements for your macrobiome, if bone broth is the builder. Then probiotic-rich foods are the reinforcements. And if you're over 60, this is where the battle for your gut truly begins. By the time you reach your senior years, the diversity of good bacteria in your gut drops significantly. Antibiotics, processed foods, stress, and even aging itself wipe out entire colonies of beneficial microbes. And without them, harmful bacteria take over, leading to gas, bloating, indigestion, and more serious issues like inflammation and weakened immunity. That's why probiotics matter. They're live bacteria, the good kind, that help restore balance in your gut. And one of the most powerful sources? Kefir? Kefir is like yogurt, but much stronger. It contains over 30 different strains of beneficial bacteria and yeast, making it one of the most potent natural probiotics on the planet. Just a small glass of kefir in the morning or with lunch can help rebuild your gut's defenses, regulate bowel movements, and even improve nutrient absorption. But it doesn't stop at kefir. Other fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, and yogurt with live cultures are just asterisk as valuable. They don't just sit in your stomach, they colonize your intestines, pushing out bad bacteria and creating a more resilient microbiome. And here's something most people don't know. A healthy microbiome doesn't just affect digestion. It directly influences your brain, your mood, your sleep, and even how your body handles pain. This is why so many seniors report feeling mentally clearer and more emotionally stable after just a few weeks of adding probiotic foods. But now that you've invited these good bacteria into your system, you need to feed them. Because if you don't give them the right fuel, they won't survive. Prebiotic power, garlic, onions, and oats. Now that you've reintroduced the good bacteria with probiotic foods like kefir and sauerkraut, it's time to feed them because probiotics are living organisms. And like all living things, they need fuel. This is where prebiotics come in, and they're just as important. Prebiotics are a special type of fiber that your body can't digest. But your gut bacteria love it. In fact, without prebiotics, your good bacteria can't grow, multiply, or stick around long enough to protect you. So, what are the best prebiotic-rich foods for people over 60? Let's start with something simple. Garlic and onions. They're loaded with a powerful fiber called inulin, which directly fuels your friendly gut bacteria and helps suppress the bad ones. Plus, they have natural anti-inflammatory compounds that reduce gut swelling and support immune health. And here's the bonus. These foods also help regulate blood sugar and lower cholesterol, making them perfect for seniors managing chronic conditions. Next up, oats. Not only are oats a heart-healthy breakfast, but they're also packed with beta-glucan, another form of prebiotic fiber. Asterisk. Beta-glucan helps stimulate the growth of good bacteria while reducing bad cholesterol and stabilizing digestion. A simple bowl of steel-cut oats in the morning, topped with a handful of blueberries or chopped apples, becomes more than a meal. It becomes medicine for your gut. Here's the best part. When you combine probiotics with prebiotics, it creates something called a symbiotic effect. That means both the bacteria and their food are present, working together to heal and balance your gut from every angle. But even with good bacteria and fiber in your system, there's still one enemy we haven't defeated yet: inflammation. And it's hiding deep inside your gut. Asterisk, anti-inflammatory stars, blueberries, turmeric, and GR. Now that your gut is being rebuilt and repopulated, it's time to address the silent enemy still lingering beneath the surface: chronic inflammation. Even with the right bacteria and fiber, if your gut is still inflamed, your body will continue to struggle. Inflammation doesn't always scream, it whispers. It shows up as fatigue, mood swings, stiffness, poor memory, and unexplained weight gain. But nature gives us an answer. And it's not in a prescription bottle. It's in your kitchen. Let's start with a tiny fruit that packs a mighty punch: blueberries. These little berries are loaded with polyphenols, plant compounds that actively fight inflammation in the gut and protect the fragile lining of your intestines. Blueberries also help restore balance to your microbiome and reduce oxidative stress, a major factor in gut aging. One small handful a day, in oatmeal, smoothies, or by themselves, can go a long way. Next up is a golden spice you've probably heard of, but may not be using enough: turmeric. The magic inside turmeric is called curcumin, a compound shown to significantly reduce gut and body inflammation. It's especially helpful for those dealing with IBS, arthritis, or bloating. But there's a catch. Curcumin is poorly absorbed on its own. To fix that, combine it with a pinch of black pepper, which boosts absorption by up to 2,000%. Just a quarter teaspoon of turmeric in warm water or added to food daily can make a huge difference over time. And finally, there's ginger, the root that calms storms in the stomach. Ginger helps speed up digestion, reduce gas and bloating, and soothe the intestinal walls. It also acts as a natural anti-nausea remedy and fights gut infections. Try sipping ginger tea in the morning or grating fresh ginger into your meals for an easy, powerful gut reset. These foods don't just taste good, they are your gut's defense team against silent, age-related inflammation. But there's one more food that many seniors overlook. Even though it feeds the most overlooked bacteria in your gut and plays a secret role in stopping leaky gut in its tracks. And you'll find it in your salad bowl. Hidden hero sulfoquinolvos in leafy greens. You've heard that leafy greens are good for you. But very few people know why they're so critical for gut health. Especially after 60. It's not just the fiber. It's something deeper, more specific, and shockingly discussed. It's a rare compound called sulfoquinolvos. Say that again slowly, sul-fo-quin-o-vos. This sulfur-based sugar is found almost exclusively in green leafy vegetables like spinach, kale, arugula, and collard greens. So what makes it so special? Your gut contains certain types of good bacteria that rely on sulfoquinolvos as a fuel source, and when they get it, they flourish. This compound helps those bacteria produce protective acids that guard your gut lining, strengthen your immune defenses, and prevent harmful microbes from spreading. And unlike many trendy health foods, this one isn't expensive, imported, or hard to find. It's in that bowl of spinach you skip. It's in that side of greens you push aside. But for your gut, it's like handing your defense system a secret weapon. Just one serving a day of dark. Leafy greens can feed these good bacteria and reduce the inflammation that causes leaky gut, where the intestinal wall becomes too thin and starts letting harmful particles into your bloodstream. And here's what's really exciting. Sulfoquinolvos doesn't just help your gut, it helps your whole body stay in balance. From blood sugar to cholesterol to cognitive function. Now imagine this. Bone broth to rebuild, kefir to repopulate, garlic and oats to feed, blueberries and turmeric to calm, and leafy greens to fortify. That's a full-circle gut healing strategy. But we're not done yet. Because there's one more everyday food that seniors often overlook, and it's hiding in your fruit bowl right now. Asterisk. Apples and daily habits for a younger Giuv, all the fruits sitting on your kitchen counter. One holds a quiet, powerful secret for your gut. Apples. They're not flashy. They're not exotic. But they're one of the most effective everyday gut healers, especially for those over 60. Why? Because apples are rich in a special kind of soluble fiber called pectin. Pectin acts like a natural scrub for your digestive tract, soaking up toxins, regulating bowel movements, and feeding beneficial bacteria deep in your colon. Think of it as a gentle broom that sweeps through your gut every single day. And the best part? It's not just the fiber. Apples also contain quercetin, a powerful plant compound that helps reduce inflammation in the intestinal walls and supports immune function. Just one apple a day, preferably organic, with the skin on, can help stabilize your gut environment and improve digestion. Asterisk. Pair it with your oatmeal. Eat it before a walk or slice it into a salad with leafy greens. It's simple, affordable, and extremely effective. But here's the key. None of these foods work as well in isolation. The real magic comes when you build daily habits that support your gut from all angles. Warm bone broth before breakfast, kefir or yogurt with lunch, garlic and onions in your cooked meals, ginger or turmeric tea in the afternoon, leafy greens in your salad, blueberries and apples as snacks, oats to start the day right. Healing your gut isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. One small change repeated daily creates momentum that transforms your digestion, your brain, your energy, and how you age. Because at 60 and beyond, your gut doesn't just digest food. It determines how well you live. Asterisk. After all the important anti-inflammatory, your gut is not just part of your body. It's the foundation of your health, your strength, and your clarity after 60. When it's inflamed, everything suffers: your mood, your joints, your sleep, even how fast you age. But when it heals, you feel lighter, sharper, more in control, and you don't need expensive supplements or extreme diets to get there. You just need the right foods at the right time: bone broth to repair, kefir to restore, garlic and oats to feed, blueberries, turmeric, and ginger to calm, leafy greens and apples to fortify. You now have the tools. The healing is in your hands. And it starts with just one small change tomorrow morning. So here's your challenge: pick one food from this list and eat it before 8 a.m. tomorrow. Do it for your gut. Do it for your future. And in the comments, tell me, which food are you starting with? Let's heal together, one meal at a time. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more natural health tips made for people over 60. No fads, no hype, just results. Because your best years aren't behind you. They start with your gut.